In the early days of the pandemic, our family decided we needed to bust out of the house. We were getting a little cooped up in there. And so my family, we have some property outside of Memphis. And so we're like, we're going hiking. Okay. If we can't see other people, we're at least going to get out of our house. So we went out to our property, and there is a big gully that goes across all of this property, about 20 acres. And so it's fun to get down into the gully and you travel around. If it's rained some, you get muddy. Boys love that. And so we went and got down in there, and we just spent the morning just going through this gully, through the property. But we ended up going further than I had ever just been before in my life. Found like an old 1950s car back there. Absolutely fascinating. Yeah. But we went further and further and further. But you know what? The whole time in my head, I was picturing, I know exactly where I am. And so we kept going and going, and I just had it all pictured in my head. But it was getting close to lunch. I was like, all right, Christy, we need to emerge out of the gully. And we came up, and I had no clue where we were. I looked around. Nothing looked familiar. We were on the wrong side of the gully, to get back to the road, all of that. And I looked at Christy. I was like, I have no clue where we're at. And at this time, Daniel's getting hungry, and, he was not very happy. He started screaming a little bit. Zachary was getting a little hangry himself. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Now, in this moment of need, suddenly an angelic voice just appeared and was like, hey, do you need help? Come this way. And Christy and I were like, do we trust this voice? That literally we cannot see where this voice is. Do we trust this voice? It's telling us to go in the right way. Well, we decided to. The voice helped us find a rope that got us back down into the gully. He got us into his yard, and we found out that this angel was a 300-pound man with no shirt, covered in tattoos. And he was like, you just need to go this way. And he had like all these dogs, and we just walked through his yard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're like, we'll do whatever you say. And he'd point us back to the road, and we could easily walk back down to where our van was. But we had this choice. Do we listen? We've obviously gone the wrong way. Do we listen to this voice that's telling us to go in the right way? And we did, and it got us back in time for lunch, so everyone could be happy again. So, what does all that have to do with the Bible?
I'm wondering.
Are you wondering
I'm
right
wondering.
now? I am too at this point.